India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTA Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. You might have heard about stories of day hikers, weekend adventurers who come back from their adventures to relate stories of the harrowing experience that they had. But if we take these people together and analyze their situation, why they got into those harrowing experiences, 3 reasons come out. 3 reasons that should have been tackled before they left home. And 3 reasons, had they been addressed properly, would have ensured that their dream holiday would have remained a dream and not turned into a nightmare. What are these 3 reasons? Take a look. Who say they'd gone out for a holiday, they'd gone out for a trek and they got lost or they got injured. And they come back with horror stories, almost nightmares. And if we analyze these people who come back with horror stories, you know what? You will find 3 things which are common across all these people.
What 3 things?
3 things which are so easy to remember, but so difficult to follow and implement. And you know what these 3 things are?
What?
It's very simple. Tell someone where you're going. That's the first thing.
Okay.
So many of us head out into the wilderness and we fail to tell somebody where we are going.
Yeah.
And when we are out and suddenly we find ourselves in a jungle like this and we lose orientation and we get lost. So by the time somebody realizes that we are lost and we haven't come back home or the hotel or the base camp or wherever the rest of the party is, a lot of time has gone by. So always tell somebody where you're going. Let's sit down here. Take off the packs. So what are the other 2 things why people get lost? One is they haven't told somebody.
Yeah.
So when they are lost, nobody's looking for them. Number 2,
They may not know about the area they are moving in.
that's why they are lost.
Oh, yes.
Now once they are lost, they need to survive the night
Yes.
in case it's evening, and so they need to find shelter, they need to find food, they need to find water. And the problem is, not everyone is prepared with the gear and equipment required to survive. The problem is, they were only out for an hour. I'll just go to the forest and come back. What can happen? It's right next door. I'll be back in half an hour. They go in, suddenly they're disorientated. They don't know where they are. So rule number 2, be equipped with the gear and equipment that is required for survival. So those were 2. The third one is, even if they have the equipment,
They don't know how to use them.
they don't know how to use the equipment. For many people, it's a hobby, collecting things. I have a GPS, I have a knife, I have a fire starter, I have a piston, I got purification methods, but I never used it. It's good to talk about it, it's good to have, it's good to carry, it's good to show your friends. You've never ever used it because you think you'll never get into a situation where you might need to use all the equipment. So learn how to use the stuff that is in your pack.
Yeah.
So always remember the 7 P's: proper planning, preparation, and practice.
Prevents possible problems.
And the 3 reasons why people get lost is because they don't remember the 7 P's. If they plan, if they prepare and they practice, they will not get into a problem, and their life in the outdoors would be so much easier and so much more dreamy and so much less like a nightmare. And many of us think that problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTA Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.